That's why I love hearing about the personal side that you guys have been going through, because it's so thematic and emblematic of the movie itself. And of course, like, the songs are a big talking point with this film, rightfully so. They're incredible. And I know a lot of people probably ask, like, what's your favorite song and stuff, but I'm more curious to know something more specific. Is there a particular lyric in any of the songs in this movie that resonates the most with you, or just the one that you find to be the coolest?
I broke into a million pieces and I can't go back.
So you're gonna make me cry again.
I feel like,
Because then I saw the character when you said it. I hear your voice in my ear. Like,
I mean, you know, like Cheong said, there's so much preconceived notion that, you know, people out there, they get to see the highlight reel. They get to see the projects we work on. You know, they don't know about the hundreds of auditions that don't work out, or the hundreds of times we hear no, or the projects we fall in love with and we lose, or the times we're told we're not good enough or that we're not right. And yeah, I feel like this industry can break you. And so I think for me, I related so much with that, but that's okay. We just get back and we do it. And we keep going because we love it, right?
Yeah.
We can't live without it. I always, you know, my artist friends were always talking about how we're like, man, we're all so crazy. We keep doing this hard job that's so crazy. Why do we keep going back? And then you realize you just can't live without it, right? Like, I'd rather do this, even though it might be like the hardest thing, because it's brings me the greatest joy. And this movie has been so rewarding because we get to see so much, you know, like fruit. There's so much response where you see all these like incredible people and children and adults just like sharing how much this movie has affected their lives. And then you're like, wow, something I'm doing matters.
Impact.
And then it makes up for all the pain. It makes up for all the rocky roads, in a sense. But yeah.
That's really moving. Thank you for sharing that, May.
Line after that. It's we broke into a million pieces and can't go back. And now we're seeing all the beauty in the broken glass.
Yeah.
Why that line?
'Cause that's like the part that actually matters. I don't know. That's what I actually talked about this recently. My therapist has this mirror in his office that's like a bunch of mirrors combined together into one mirror, but they're all at different angles.
Cool.
And he always uses that as, you know, like a metaphor for like, it's like, remember the mirror, where there's you know, you're like, I love this, but I hate this. And he was like, it's and not but.
Yeah.
Like, all of those things exist.
But negates, yeah.
And then through thinking of it that way, there's, you know, less sort of internal conflict, where it's okay to hold both or 5 or 10 feelings at once. And yeah, so that line similarly is like, you know, all of that together combined, even if they're disjointed or whatever, it's really beautiful. And what makes you you?
Yeah, the palette. Love
No,
that.
it's true. I feel like that's something I find so interesting, hearing from young people already seeing it and learning that in the movie, that brokenness or scars can be beautiful. I feel like that took me over 30 some years to learn.
Right.
And I'm having like 7-year-olds come up to me telling me, I love that Rumi's scars and her patterns are beautiful. Like, she's beautiful even though she's not perfect. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Like, our imperfections make us beautiful. But it, you know, sometimes it takes us a really long time to learn. And I feel like it took me until my mid-30s to feel comfortable in my skin and bones and to accept me as like a human, right? Instead of always wanting to be different or to be someone else, in a sense, right? Sometimes I feel like, oh, I became an actor because I just wasn't comfortable being me and I like being somebody else, or I feel more comfortable telling stories in other people's shoes. So it's like, I totally get you when you say like press stuff is hard because we're us, but you're like, oh no, do I want to like put me out there? It's hard, right?
Yeah.
But I guess, you know, in light of the movie, I mean, you did it. You're doing it. We're doing it.
You're doing it right now.
I'm like, what am I doing?
But putting ourselves out there and being like, yeah, I'm cool. Like, I'm fine. Everything's good. It's easy. I'm always like, no, I just need a script. Give me a script. So much easier with the script. We're actors.
Yeah.
It's cool, like, hearing how, like, the movie's inspiring, but then hearing you guys' stories just adding on to that inspirational aspect to it. So I appreciate the vulnerability in these answers. Jiyoung, what about you? What lyric?
It's really hard for me to pick. I also really love What It Sounds Like. I think it's just such an incredibly written song. I've also, though, I think I really love Free. And I really like Junu's verse in it. I also think we have to shout out all of the singers and performers who worked on the soundtrack, because I think their vocal performance really takes
Incredible.
the songs to a new level, but also the characters and the meaning of the story to a new level. And kind of what you were saying with kids is, I feel like there's this misconception that kids can't handle difficult topics.
Yeah.
But kids are very intelligent and they understand a lot of things. And I think that they completely understand the metaphor of the film of these demons being the demons that are in our head and our worst critics. And I love the lyrics of Free because it's all about like when you feel trapped, and I think it's what makes Jinu and Rumi's relationship so compelling, because they're not just like falling in love, they're also seeing each other with their flaws and accepting each other for who they are. And that's real love right there. That's what it's all
real
about.
love, Regina for life. Ay.
That's one of my favorite line, actually. Let the past be the past until it's weightless.
Oh my
Beautiful.
I love that.
God.
It's such a good line.
And the way Andrew and EJ sing it is just
so good.
so moving. It's so good.
They're so great.
In your process of working on this, you know, when you're working in the booth, you have maybe some, I imagine you got a little bit of concept art beforehand or anything?
Yeah, our directors would show us a bit of what they're working on or what they have. You know, early on, it was a lot of sketches. They play us little bits. And then as we progressed, we would see more and more. And I feel like by my fourth or so session, I was seeing a lot of the movie. It was incredible.
So in the process of recording, working on this, then actually seeing it, was there a moment in the movie when you first saw it that played out totally different than you anticipated, or hit you so different in a way that you would not have anticipated?
Oh, I have one for sure. I mean, I had heard some of the music, but when I watched it in the context of the film, from like going from us to our beautiful singing voices of Huntrix from EJ, Rayami, and Audrey Nuna, I was like blown away because the animation is just next level. It is so magical and beautiful, and they just captured so perfectly how incredible K-pop concerts are, just how colorful and beautiful it is with like the fandom, all of the fans, like the faces, everything, the lights, and then obviously the performance. That's when I was like, oh, snaps. Huntrix really is the #1 K-pop group. And that's not us, right? Like we couldn't see that or do that. That was like, again, what makes me love this movie so much is it's such a beautiful collective effort that really no one person could do.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone really got to touch it a little bit to make it what it is. And wow, like the animators, the singers, writers, directors, everyone just crushed it.
Yeah. The visual storytelling is so moving.
Yeah.
I didn't expect to sob, is what I would say. Like, especially, I think, when what it sounds like happens. Because I'm like, I know the script.
Yeah.
I know what I said. I know what they said. I've seen some of the, some portions of the animation already finished and whatever, but then seeing it from beginning to end and like really getting caught up in the narrative and like letting it take me, even if it's really distracting, that I'm like, that's my voice on that character. Even through that, it's like even with that distraction, I was sobbing at the end. Like that's insane. I'm like, I know how the sausage is made, and I'm still sobbing, and that was so startling to me. And so I should have known then that it was going to be insanely successful. I was like, oh, I'm such a skeptic and like, I don't know, not impressed by much. So it's kind of, I was shocked.
The fact that you're able to get transported is a testament to how effective it is, even though you can hear your own voice there.
Yeah. Like I got lost in,
That's really cool.
I totally agree with both points. I think like one of the most exciting things about watching movies that you're in is seeing all the scenes you weren't a part of.
Yeah.
Because you are, you read it on the page, but you always wonder like, oh, I wonder what it was like. I think two funny parts that I didn't expect that just made me laugh so hard was the first pose that the demon boy bands hit. Like, or they're like a demon boy band. "Hoorah." That made me laugh so hard. That caught me so by surprise. And then May and I were talking earlier, the snowflakes line. Of like, all snowflakes are special, but one is probably the best.
It's my favorite line.
It doesn't matter how many times I hear it, I laugh every single time. And I really wasn't expecting that at all. That whole awards show sequence is so funny.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Those are great answers. Those are really good answers.